Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Up first, One Punch. And they'll be facing Sweet. And here we go. This fight will be in the welterweight division.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt.
First up, One Punch. Up against them, Sweet from the United.
This bout is scheduled for...
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swing and a miss with the jab. And through the hook, it didn't land. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Good counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backward. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Looking to land the hook. Punch, counter punch. So much firepower here. You'd like to see more jabs. That hook doesn't score. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Caution being thrown to the wind. There's a counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Counter punching. That left hook is blocked. That counter punch caught him clean. You don't want to trade shots. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in...
On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
How about that time counter shot? It's bombs away. Drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Do you believe what we are seeing? And down.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter had.
There's the bell to start round 4. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
They exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. No rest for the weary. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Miss with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They both want a highlight reel knockout. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Come on, you've let him back into this.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nope, that jab not going to score. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. the strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
A perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Switch on great. I love that. I love that. That
There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. The referee will send him to the corner and take a look at the cut. And the referee will allow this to continue. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That left hook missed. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't score with that jab. The courage on display here is incredible. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Catch and shoot. What a punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That cut is going to cause some problems. They might want to call a doctor over. Here we go. It's round 7. It's one of the best fights I've seen this year. Let's see if this round continues that incredible action.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they have to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
The perfect counter lands. Perfect counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
I hope they've got a good cutsman in that corner.
Round 8, and we're off again. They're up and ready to go. Surely this round won't be as good as the last one. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Stamina is off the charts. Can't find a home in that jab. Good counter punching. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Insane action. And this fight is over. One punch has been KO'd. You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a